Welcome back to our Continental Challenge. We got our genetics person back. They finished, what were they doing, research for the pattern? Yeah, that's what it was. They researched a new pattern for us. So we can go ahead and synth up a second batch of Wurosaurus here. So I'm going to do that. We'll get her working on that. Another scientist back in 30 seconds. Same with fossils and the batch. So we'll just kind of chill out here. Power generator got moved down here now. Clears up a lot of the bottom area of the park. We can do a little bit more redesign here at some point, maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Eggs. Give me eggs. 4 more. Long live, small appetite. Times 3, then just a long live. Seems fine. Papurana, blank, Papurana, and blank. Interesting. Good mix with the existing herd, actually. You do this. $1 million. Money's actually a little low. Not super low, just a little low. Let's make sure we finish up the flow. Done. Even though we're not going to put it in the park anytime soon, we still just want to make sure it's done, ready to go. And do we have a cheap research we can do here? Yeah, that's going to be welfare. Oh, double inoculations, huh? We should get those knocked out. Would have been better to have those available before we did anything else, I guess, but whatever. Yeah, no genetics we can do. I think that's all she can really work on. Oh, shit! Hatchery upgrades. We should have done hatchery upgrades. Too late now. We already sent the Wuros anyway. But we should have done that. Alright, well, I think that's going to be all we do there. Oh, unless she can do a Pato. Was a Pato 1 logistics? It might have been. Yeah, absolutely it is. You do a Patosaurus. Cool, there we go. So, we'll be back for the eggies. We finished disease-free. The month actually did tick over between episodes, but the contract didn't, so I didn't bother mentioning it. So we can grab a new one here now. Sell, raise the appeal, or have a dinosaur share an enclosure with a liked species. Is that a specific enclosure? We actually kind of do need the money here, so I might go for appeal. I'm curious. I don't remember how the roommate's contract works, so I was curious to see that. Do it! Shush! I'm curious. Settings. Sandbox settings. If we turn off narrative events. If we can do that. Narrative events. I wish there were descriptors of these a little bit more. We'll turn that off. Whoops. I think I had to confirm that there. Narrative events off. Apply. We'll see if they keep saying stuff or not. And there's a new Wuros.
You do the work, I'll take the credit. That's a win for us both.
Oh wait, is that the same green that we had before?
Rating could be higher, and I'd hate to think I
I'm
failed
not sure.
in getting you to work harder.
This was Papurana. No, that's Calcarana. Okay, so they're just... I mean, the tail's rather different, so... Alright, well there's a nice big herd of Wurosaurus. Did we just finish the objective? Holy shit. We can do ground fiber here, and just replace some of the existing stuff.
The satisfaction of a job well done.
Because the ground fiber provides more ground fiber than the mixed one. Clearly, they still play the sound bites when you exit. We'll see if they play other little narrative things or not. 110 for osmium and arthropod. Let's get the Centaur fossils cooking. I guess we'll just do 2 5s. 58%. I imagine we're going to have to do 2, but... Kamara, 2 and 9. Sure. Okay, so there's all that. That'll be a hot minute here. Great. Okay, we finished up the sauropod research, which requires one person to rest. We can give this guy a point of logistics, and the reason we can do that, or want to do that, is because he can then do the inoculations by himself, which would be good to get done. So we'll send out Guan to do that. Fossils are almost done here. Scientist recovery is almost done here. We're going to probably need to process another batch right away. We have some, I think, Caritho left over from before, too. So we definitely go and do a second batch. Oh, no, we processed that. Oh, no, we do have Caritho. Oh, did I have Caritho? I think I had a Carith fossil mixed in with that last run of Sintao, maybe. Probably, given that it's at 45%. Okay, well, Sintao clearly isn't complete. I think this is still worth running. Nope, not if you need to be rested. Okay, let's dig up Sintao. We'll send out you for a new batch. We'll go ahead and rest you. Okay, 50 seconds for that research. After the crypto research is done, I'm just going to research the other vaccine off screen, which is the... You've seen it before. I don't remember what it is. We're going to go ahead and get the viewing platform done, because I think Australia would benefit from one of those. And then we're going to go ahead and just process these fossils with the genetic specialist here, which will speed them up and everything, which is fine. So we got tuberculosis inoculation coming, which is the other research. Okay, our stuff is done. We can go ahead and toss in the viewing platform. So the viewing platform, if we position it decently, should catch the back part of Australia here. It will, except that shop is in the way. What can we do with you? We could just chuck it around the back corner here. That feels not the best. Back here? I mean, it fits. I think that's fine. So, this should catch... Let's look at it from this way. Stop. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think we can leave that little corner off there. I think that's about perfect. Yeah, then this power thing probably just stays there for the whole park build then at that point. So that gets the visibility improved here. We could also do it in here, but I do want to get a gyrosphere in here soon-ish, so I might not worry about it. There's also a good question about like where in the world would we even put a tower? Maybe on Saudi Arabia. We could put... Well, if we put a tower here, when we build the African enclosure, it's going to be a little weird. Yeah, I think we're going to skip it. I think we're going to make this a gyrosphere enclosure. For sure. Okay. So, we got 3 people available now. If we want to continue pushing the Asian exhibit, Memenchi is the big thing to get for it. So let's go ahead and knock this out. It's going to take all 3 of you. That's fine. We'll do that.
The dinosaurs definitely bring the wow factor, but we can make that even
And then
bigger
the
with
Sintao
better
fossils are
interactions.
coming in here. Who did we send on the expedition, though? You. We could put you up to 3 genetics so that you can process. We got points to put into welfare on you. We got 1 point we could potentially put into welfare on you if we need it. Has anybody changed over here since I last looked? No, it's still full of generalists. We might
When the
go ahead
dinosaurs are in
and
enclosures and behaving, they're not my problem. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. This latest objective
this is
has
probably
been
like
our work.
3.5.
Read up on it. Do what you can.
I think we can do this. I don't think we can do it in 10 minutes, but it's still more than this would be, and it's simple. We know what this is, because it's just park rating. This could be some stupid genome thing on a species we don't want. Expeditions is free, but it's a lot less money. Let's try park rating. 3.5. Okay, 3.5 should be doable. Not sure it's doable in the time frame, but it should be doable. Let's take a quick peek here again. Yeah, everything still looks great. There's the fossils. So let's go ahead and toss some genetics points into Rogers here. Confirm. And then we'll go ahead and process these. Sell you. Sell you. Wait. Oh no, this is all Sintao. Okay. 23. This should be complete then. Oh yeah, for sure. That should be done. Great. Okay. Then we don't need to do another dig until we get my mensch. And so this sauropod's 4 is a tier away from it. So we'll probably have to put some points into some other stuff. So we might have to do some other intervening research in the meantime to make that work. Let's see what we're dealing with here. There's that. 18 genetics on 4. We can do it, but it's going to take a lot of points. Oh, actually, can we? No, yeah, you do have a point available. Might want to do pivot over and work on another staff building. That's 16 logistics on 4. Yeah. So we finished the fossil extraction. We'll do that next. Okay. Fossil extraction in a minute. Scientist recovery. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and start that research as soon as I can. I processed the Synthal fossils, so we can go ahead and at least look at the synth stuff for it, if not actually synth. Yeah, 8 genetics, so we can't actually do it quite yet. This is going to have to, again, be the same pattern, which was Quillian Mountains, and then we'll randomize the pattern color, skin color, Quillian, pattern color randomized. Thirsty quenched. Yeah, I think we'll cancel out thirsty. Because that'll increase the water need, which is annoying. We'll do long-lived. Then maybe some resilient? Oh, needy. Ooh. I don't like that. Do not like that. Increase total dinosaur species to 6. Damn. We could be picky about it. But it's super high. Was it 50%? 75% needy. Okay. We'll do it. If it overlaps, it's not that bad. Let's check. Let's check what Synthal needs. Actually, the page open right now. It's perfect. I don't need to pause then. Unless I can't find the information. Ground fiber. It just needs ground fiber. Oh shit, we don't have any comfort data because there's no ranger team assigned to this. These guys were ground fiber, I'm pretty sure. So, it'll work. We probably need 2 of these in here, I guess. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and slap down a couple of these. That's fine. One, 2 for you. Pretty sure those are ground fiber. Okay, so needy might not be that bad of a deal then, maybe. Especially if it also overlaps with the Momenchi. So what I might do, the day might come when we want to switch these over and get rid of needy, which means that potentially long lifespan is actually not that relevant here. So I'm going to do 50% resilience to reduce disease spread through the herd, and then 75% long lived so we get some longer lived ones. And then I think we'll just cancel out the thirsty. Sure. I think that's fine. We'll do that. Can't do it, of course, until the research is done here for staff improvements. Can't actually synthesize the eggs. So, we'll get the staff improvements research done. Did we? Did this update for the new month? I feel like every time I look, it's a bunch of generalists and a positive influence. I feel like I've checked it 5 times this month. But we did just get the new contracts. So, probably didn't check it? Maybe it hasn't updated for this month, actually. No, this is already like 5 minutes in. Yeah, we're definitely not going to complete that time bonus, for sure. Still almost $1 million bucks, though, otherwise. Okay, so we're going to get the staff stuff set up here, and then we'll pivot over to getting those incubating as soon as possible. We're going to knock out a quick hatchery upgrade here before we pivot over to doing the Centaurs. It'll get us more bang for our buck. Okay, we got the bonus synth chance. A new month has rolled around, so we can evaluate the contract. I think we'll hold on to it for a moment here, at least. At least till we get the Centaurs out and go from there. Probably we should just replace it, to be honest. I think at this point it's kind of run its course, but we'll see what happens. 3 to 6. Social needs might be higher. I guess we'll save you. Let's do these two, and then we'll arrest Shamoon. And I guess our big next research project is the Memench, which we can't do until we have all these scientists back. Oh, we can do advanced amenities now. Oh, and we have improved power, large substations, and upgrades. We don't need the upgrades. The substations could be good. How are the shops doing? 152, 350. So we've got like 100 or so available space in these shops. Yeah, so I don't think we need to upgrade the shops until after we get the Memenchi in the park. So I think that's what we'll be doing. Oops, I'm paused. We'll get the Centaurs out. We'll see if the contract completes or not, or is close. And then we'll work on the Memenchi. You know what? We can just check it.
You've been capable up to this point. Let's see that continue with this latest objective.
We can just grab a park appeal contract, actually. So this is kind of the same contract. A little bit less money because it's a little bit easier. But we can get the 10-minute timer on this. We're gonna replace. Yeah.
A higher park rating improves everything.
So clearly the narrative event stuff still happens. I don't know what that sandbox toggle is then. Oh, I wonder if it's the airlifts. Like the go out and capture dinosaurs thing. We'll turn it back on. Just for whatever it is. I'm probably going to Google it, actually, because now I'm really curious what that actually does. We'll get these Centaur eggs checked out first, and then I'll pause while they're cooking and Google that. 5 eggs seems pretty okay. Needy. Yeah, there's no getting away from needy. Wow, no traits. A completely blank traded. And it is a blank pattern one, too. God damn. All right, well, whatever. Grab these 5. 1 million bucks. Get me some welfare, bam. And then you get rested. And then when they're back, the eggs are hatched, we'll do the Memenchi research. And go from there. Yeah, we only do 4% appeal. I'm hoping 5 Centaurs does that. And then I'm going to look up what the fuck narrative events are. So what the narrative events are those little triggers that happen where you get like the binary choices when you like build a building or something like that. Like the person was injured. Do you want to compensate them or just tell them tough titty? That kind of stuff. So we'll leave those back on. Those are fun. They're interesting. There is our Centaurs. Nice color variety in the herd here, it looks like.
Now, here's a funny little dinosaur. Correction, a pretty decent-sized one.
I'll have to let them walk around a little bit. Okay, the ground fiber's already good.
The T is silent.
Open space is a
Like
little
that
bit.
E in swimming.
A little bit
And
of
it has a
something.
mohawk. At least, that's what I'd call it.
Let's go ahead and clear out the trees around the back of the hill here.
With this latest objective accomplished,
For a little bit of extra
my
space,
science can
maybe?
move forward. You'll be hearing more from me shortly. Be prepared.
You've lost ground fiber somehow. I am at a loss, but sure. Maybe they lost a little bit. I don't know. Their territory is massive now. 100% perfect on the Centaurs. Okay, cool. And how is our contract doing? It looks like it finished. I missed that notification. Yes, it did finish. Reset in 3 minutes. But we got a new one? What? Amenities is free. We'll just do that.
I'm going to get right to the point.
1 medium drink amenity. Boop. A boop. A boop. A boop. Done. Okay, so we're drowning in cash now. Let's go ahead and get that Momenchi research going immediately. Get the Momenchi coming out. Yeah, we need 4 scientists, 18 genetics. A lot of points to play with. I think we'll do you. Send out the whole squad to figure out what a Momenchisaurus is. Good job, guys. You can do it. We should actually take a look at the Centaurs we got. Quillian Mountains Pelophylax right here. That's the purpley one. Blank pattern, of course. Interesting that the spine color is part of the blank. At least gives it something. Calcarana. Another Calcarana. And that's a Lithobates there. In the shadow.
Not bad.
Pretty mild skin overall. It's fine, I guess. Contract time. Modify could work. Money's not entirely irrelevant yet because we do have the Lagoon and the Aviary research to do, and those are pretty expensive. Also would like to hire more scientists when we get a chance. Photography can be a trap and annoying. Let's see what this is. Struthy, long-lived. It's worth it for the money. We'll just sell it. I'm gonna set these up. No, let's just not set it up. Let's just make sure we get one. We'll get that done to complete the contract. You need to be rested. We need to get going on digging up Momenchisaurus now that the research is done. Momenchi. Momenchi. And that's the one dig site with Momench. It was in the first game. I don't know if we've ever dug up Momenchi. I don't think we've ever actually excavated it. I think we got it unlocked in the database from the Lost World Chaos Theory. I think that's it. I'm probably going to release the Momenchis via airlift to, like, spread them out, because we need the Momenchis kind of in the back part here. What else do we need to do? We got 1 person available. Logistics, that sounds like gyrosphere to me. Alright. Because once we get the Momenchis out here, we can get rid of this hatchery. Well, not get rid of it, but move it out. Resilient, long-lived. 1. We do have to release it.
While I understand that some of these objectives are difficult, the rewards of seeing them through to the end
I mean, that's a pretty good contract, just to modest truth. Alright, you need to rest. Oh, and you need to rest too. You're already resting, and then you're on an expedition. Great. So yeah, that's not going to be too much more else there to do. Sell you off. And how are our ratings after we introduce the Centaurs? Welfare is dipped. Don't know why. We need a restroom, we need a shelter. That's it. Although introducing those might actually change what else we need. But that's fine. So we'll just toss you here. The restroom, we'll just chuck it over. Maybe right there. Great. And we'll wait for these guys to get rested and decide what our next step is. We can do cross-species research here if we just put a few points into her. I think it's worth it. It also means she'll be able to do some other stuff on her own. So we'll do her a 2 and a 9 like that. Then we'll pop over here and we'll knock out cross-species, which will give us the tolerant trait, which could be relevant at some point. Get that done. And then, yeah, we got the restroom built. We got the shelter built. Has that had any incidental impact on anything? No. These shops are still good. Path capacity is okay. We are getting to the point where it might become an issue. And let's check the shops directly. Okay, they're fine. Overcrowding's bad. But, yeah. Not much else we're going to be able to do about that. We could always future-proof for pathing a little bit and just, like, put some stuff in. Oh. Okay, storm time, great. That's fine. We can deal with that little bitty storm, no biggie. Why did I put this entire, like, really long section in here? Completely wasted, whatever. Yeah, future-proof a little bit extra path there. We should have some path probably coming off around here, which might make a difference on the overcrowding. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Why don't we go ahead and actually do that? We'll put you over here, temporarily, so that we can extend this down. We'll do something like this. Kind of a square. Oh, new month. We should check scientists. I don't think I have this month. Positive, cheaper, motivated, generalist, positive, faster, positive. Trash. All bad. Nothing good. Okay. Open all shelters, please. Okay. Immediately, we lost power. Looks like it's going to be a bad one. Yeah, okay, you're rebuilding. Repair you. Go ahead and repair this. Actually. Oh, no, it's done. So, yeah, let's get that repaired. We'll get that repaired. You can go ahead and fix up the Expedition Center real quick. That's fine. Is it fine? Probably. This might finish before it gets there anyway. Okay, it just keeps ticking. That's good. That's good. I'd have been upset if a repair actually botched that. That'd have been pretty bad. Okay, let's get all this open. Or closed or whatever. It always feels like it should be, like... You close the shelters because you, like, batten down the hatches, right? And everybody's protected in the bunker. And then you open the shelters up and people can leave again, right? Closing the shelters doesn't sound right. I know it's closing because you're forcing people into the park as opposed to, you know, in the shelters. The shelters are closed for business, but it still feels more wrong than the other direction to me. Fossils, Momenchisaurus. 500k palladium. That's a pretty damn good pickup. Or it would be if money mattered, which it doesn't, because money's fake. Momenchies. Momenchies. I like cheese. I like Momenchies. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the welfare here. This is only Momenchi, so there must be another fossil there to grab. We'll grab you for that. And then let's see what we can do for research. We finished... Yeah, all those are done. We finished cross species, so nothing to do there. These require welfare. Don't really care about those upgrades. Enclosures, 3 logistics. That's not, we should start doing enclosures, probably. I'm going to go ahead and toss a point of logistics on you. So that we can do this with just you. And then we can go ahead and do something else here. So... we'll push staff improvements at some point, probably just for fun. If nothing else, we don't need to do it now. Large amenities. If we're working on Momenchi, we should get large amenities ready to go. So let's do that. We won't put them in until we need them, but we need to have them available so that we can put them in when we need them. For sure. So I guess we're kind of waiting. Why did this stop working in the middle of me scrolling through these timers? That's really weird and buggy for some reason on this map. Or this playthrough. I don't know why it's suddenly an issue. I guess we'll check the Momench fossils. We also might be able to just continue on fence research here. 5. That's kind of a waste of points. She can't even do it, actually. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're looking at enough fossils to process. So yeah, we'll get these ones done. We'll process the next batch. We can get some fossils going. We'll get some new research going. And probably time to end the episode after that. So Momenchi's actually not that far along. We might have to do more than one dig. It depends what the yield is like on the next. But I have a feeling it's going to do the thing where we're like 1 fossil short, because it likes to do that, because it's a dick. I think we'll do the genetics person here, because we can potentially do some welfare-related upgrades. Yeah, these are 4 logistics. She caps at 3, though. So we can't do those. So maybe not. Large hotels. Should do those. Main thoroughfare is relevant too, though. Let's knock out the main thoroughfare. Upgrade that right away. And then I don't know if there's anything we can do. Yeah, this is all genetics. We could have actually kept the genetics person back, then actually done a different dinosaur species. I fucked it. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, so that's all we can do there. So that gets processed. Again, only the top timer works. Look at that. Really weird. Narrative. Dinosaur spotted. 5 Dracorex near Vancouver. I bet you these are narrative events too. It would make sense. I have no intention of having Dracorex in the park, I don't think. No, maybe I do. We're really just not ready to open the American exhibit, though. Because we want to get Africa done first. Maybe even Antarctica. Because those ones are all central to this hub area in the Indian Ocean. And then Europe and North and South America are like the second half of the park. We need a monorail for that. Yeah, we should do... We should have like the lagoon and aviary ready to go. Because it'd be nice to like get the lagoon and aviary sections put in first before we put in North America. Because they're going to be clunky. They're going to be very crude approximations of the continents. And we might have to like skew larger or smaller than we should to make them work. We're probably just not going to bring in these Dracos. Unfortunately. Okay, I think we'll call this an episode here then. We'll finish up Momenchi next time and maybe sneak in the Homolocephaly. Actually, let's check that real quick. Homolocephaly. 40 dinosaurs. We gotta be getting somewhat close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-ish. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29. No. Okay, so we'll come back to homolocephaly later to finish up the Asian exhibit. We'll just get some Menchies in, however many Menchies we can really fit. And then next we're going to pivot over to adding carnivores to the park, which is the plan for Antarctica, because there's only one option anyway, and Africa. So, where are they buried in the tree? Let's look at this to end the episode, actually. So, our African carnivore options. I haven't fully committed to which one I want. I was thinking Carcharodontosaurus. Cryo's only this tier. So Cryo's much sooner than it is in, like, Arizona, right? So we'll probably do Cryo first, and then do the large carnivore. And yeah, we'll go for something deep in the tree. Spino's 3.5 stars. We could actually go for Spino. Or Suko. I don't know. So when I design parks, I kind of like to have my species sort of reflect roughly the distribution of dinosaurs as you see them kind of in Jurassic Park, right? And like Jurassic Park in both the novel and the film has like one mega carnivore, like T-Rex in it. So I always like to have like the one showcase carnivore, something large, Tyrannosaurus, Acrocantho, whatever. But the Spinosaurids, Baryonyx, Suchomimus, and Spinosaurus always feel like a supplement to that, because the Spinosaurids feel pretty distinct from the rest of the theropods, the large theropods, because of their crocodilian snouts. Plus, Jurassic Park in the film had Baryonyx alongside Tyrannosaurus. So it always feels good to do those as secondary. But it always leaves Spinosaurus in a weird spot, because it's like the big boy, but also it's just another Spinosaurid. But Carcharodontosaurus is not that cool in this game. Acro's pretty neat. I know both Acro and Carchar are controversial in the fan base, but I like Acro. I think the Acro's pretty sick. The Carchar, on the other hand, I fully understand. We gotta go Spino. Spino's super iconic. We'll do Spino for our African species, which will require a bit of a push on research to get to it. But we can do it. We'll get the Cryos next, and then we'll push for Spino after that. So Momenchi, and then shift over to Cryo in Antarctica, which gets put in like right here probably. And then yeah, I'm thinking the Cryo enclosure, I think we push only over to like here. That way we have a little bit of extra play space for South America, which is the aviary. We might do something weird with South America. I mean, like right now, South America ought to be like right here. We might push it over here and exaggerate the size of the Atlantic. You can basically imagine that the Pacific Ocean is outside the boundaries of the park for the most part. I think that's not too bad. Although the scale of Asia is like really small then. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Europe's going to be really big proportionally because of the lagoon chunks are huge. So if we do like 3 lagoon chunks for Europe, it's going to be like this whole section of the park. And then Africa, South America. Yeah, it'll work out. We'll figure it out. It's fine.